2, Kathleen Code 1 are the known set of the FBI, one of the former FBI deputy directors. It has not served to stop any terrorist act. This list, this terrorist screening database, was created in 2003 after the Homeland Security Presidential Directive number 6 was enacted, ordering all the agencies to consolidate their lists into one list that contained the names of known and suspected terrorists. However, we have the admission from the El Haiti versus Cable case that was in the Eastern District of Virginia in 2019 and 20, where Timothy Groh, who is a former deputy director of the terrorist screening center, admitted that there were innocent civilians on this list for other purposes that they didn't meet because they didn't meet the reasonable suspicion criteria for terrorism. So, and then he explained in his statement under penalty of perjury that even though they are on the list, they don't face additional screening when they travel because they are not considered terrorists. The little detail in here is that it is the most amount of people on that list that don't meet the terrorist criteria, pursuant to audit reports by the Department of Justice of the Terrorist Screening Center. Only 0.29% of a sample of 109 individuals and names that they scoped meet the known and suspected terrorist criteria. The rest are what they refer to as non-investigative subjects. And Targeted Justice challenged this before court because it is our position that the reason for the inclusion of these non-investigative subjects is for the targeted individual, the highly illegal targeted individual program that has been operating silently in this nation for decades now.
Interesting. Let me jump in. I'm going to show a pie chart that you sent us, and you can talk about. Let's go to this image here. Talk to the audience about this.
Yes. Well, see, I want people to understand that many targeted individuals are so for years or decades, without finding out that they are a targeted individual. Handling code 3 and 4 are precisely what this person, Mr. Groh, referred to as non-investigative subjects. What that means is that there's no probable cause to believe that they are engaged in activity that is in furtherance of any terrorist activity. In the little pie chart, you see, you have the tiny handling codes 1 and 2. Handling code 1 are the known terrorists. There is an instructions, an FBI circulates instructions for all police departments. This list is circulated at the last count I obtained from the El Haiti case to over 18,000 law enforcement, tribal, federal, state law enforcement, over 1,440 organizations, and over 536 or 32 big corporations like Airbnb and CVS and the car rentals, the biggest corporation. And so the instructions that the FBI put out is that if to police agents, if they come across in category 1, handling code 1, it's an immediate arrest. Handling code 2, you don't tell them that they're on the list, but they are a suspected terrorist. Then handling code 3 and 4, when you look at the instructions, it's really interesting because they tell they instruct police, do not tell them they're on the list, and just look around to see if you find some evidence of any crime, basically. But these handling code 3 in the studies that we have carried out, we believe are the persons that are most targeted. And then you can dwell in handling code 4 for decades and not even realize that, those 2 flat tires you got in a year, that broken appliance that you purchased it and it got to your house and it had a dent in the middle of the door. that bank